Hello everybody and welcome to a Borderlands demonstration. This is going to be a redo of the soldier uh, soldier video since I accidentally, well, I was still pretty much a newbie at video editing and I made it out of sync. So hopefully now that we've gotten that over with, we can do this right. So first one I'm going to be showing off is, well, here's your soldier. You can see my color palette just black and red, just because I think it's cool, and obviously, I have all the DLCs, I've leveled everything up, and all the proficiencies are as high as they go. As you can see, the money's maxed out. And so the first one is the Commando soldier, and this one involves mainly a focus around shotguns. Your main skills you're going to want are Impact, Scattershot, Metal Storm, and obviously your health and ammo ones. This is not terribly useful, Grit, but I had extra points and I did not know what to throw into. So obviously these are also very useful. Defense and Quick Charge, those are almost required. So with the leftover points I threw into turret stuff, so like 5 into Sentry, Refire, Deploy, and only 1 point into each of these. That's all you really ever will need. If you throw any more points, it's just kind of wasted. And oh yeah, we have stat over here so I can heal myself. So what this entails is mainly a lot of close range combat, but do not be frightened by only being limited to the close range combat, because there are actually very accurate shotguns, and basically you can snipe with a shotgun. So I will try to show some of that off, hopefully. But right here, this weapon is one of my favorite weapons that I have. Not terribly useful. If you give it a quick look, it's the Terrible Matador. Accuracy is very poor, and with only 3 rounds, well, it's actually 2, but he actually gets extra round because of all those ammo benefits. So I'm going to sit back here. The thing is, it does major damage, and I just like it when things get a little too close for comfort. So we'll go through a couple of rounds. This one's a 72 accuracy one, as you can see. This is Defender, a Hunter's Defender, and that's basically for the reason of restoring ammo while you play, and it still does decent damage. So although you are going to be doing suboptimal damage, you can still be using a pretty decent gun and be regenerating ammo at the same time. Obviously, we have the standard Vitrolic Crux, very useful against armored foes and mainly skags, but later on in the game we're going to have to be dealing with the Crimson Lance, and I like to have an acid weapon. So as you can see, it's very useful against regular enemies anyways. It's just all around powerful class. And obviously the most ridiculous one is the Blast Hammer. Just an amazing shotgun for any class that can actually utilize weapon fire increases and damage increases. As you can see, I just totally destroyed them. If you are going to be playing this type of soldier, I highly recommend that you at least have some type of Blast Hammer. I mean, look at the 2.6 fire rate, and I think Metal Storm ups that to like 5 or something. It's just something ridiculous. That the bullets already do a massive amount of damage, even though they're not terribly accurate. Things are going to be running up to you. So let's show off another wave with the Blast Hammer, and this one should be gone pretty quickly. Oops, I threw the turret behind me, didn't I not? Yeah, I did. Trying to get used to the controls. It's been a while since I've actually played the game, so I've equipped him with the Incendiary Rubberize, just so I have some good AoE damage going on. Every time I kill something, you can see the shield's recharging. Not a big problem at all. So, yeah, that's Sky. He's down. You can see their health just drop. It's just amazing. And we'll get him. So with Quick Charge and the stat skill, you're basically not going to be dying very often. If you're playing in a group, I might suggest taking a few points out of certain things that you don't find as useful and putting them into the medic skill. What is it called again? Overload? No, Cauterize right there, and 2 points is plenty, so you're really not sacrificing too much with the ability to pretty much instantly heal people. Like, point at them, blast them with the Blast Hammer, and they're fully healed. So that does it for this. Let's see if we can exit the Underdome and show off another class of these soldiers. So obviously, if you want to go Commando and you love shotguns, you want your boomstick, obviously a great choice for you. So the next class I'm going to show, let's see, out of all these weapons, well, obviously we need to purchase a reset. Let's go for the Shock Trooper, one of my favorites. Okay, I already have the Shock Bolt equipped, so that's good. Stable for any soldier, really. These are your skills. Whatever 5 points you want to put into it, doesn't really matter. Grit. The 15% bullet resistance isn't as useful as you might think of it. The stat bonus for it's just not that great, so if you want, put 2 points into that, 3 points into this, and max out stat. And basically any soldier can be just built through this, just have all these stats. And obviously any weapon you're going to use bullet damage. So that's at least useful. So Metal Storm's another staple. Let's see. With the Shock Trooper, we're going to be using mostly the elements, but there are certain guns that benefit more. So the turret isn't as useful as you might think, especially the bullet damage. So, you know, I really am confused about how to build it. It depends on what kind of weapons you got. I mean, if we take a look over here, our main electric weapons are, we do have a Crimson Destroyer, which is quite useful. And, let's see, I know we have Iridians, not terribly great. I don't recommend using Iridian ones unless you're just there for fun. So obviously the pistol's good, Metal Storm benefits that, and the revolver to some extent. But most of this damage is actually coming from a Crimson Death, although we're spamming the element. So let's see, let's equip some of these weapons so at least I can kind of get things set. We do have a Lightning Stinger, but it doesn't proc often enough to actually warrant use. And procking as in activating the higher elemental effects of the weapon. I do love my Crimson Destroyer, so let's put that on. Let's see, Scorpion Turret damage, Scatter Shot, magazine size with well, it is very, very weird. Like, we really don't have too much. We have Shock Rubberize we can use, so at least we can have some points. Well, let's say we're going to kind of splash into kind of both of these. I don't use the turret that often anyways, so I'm guessing that also has an effect on what kind of build you do. If you want to just focus on one weapon, then go ahead and do that. But yeah, I like it this way. Cooldown for the turret is not too important to me. It already takes forever, and reducing it just by a little bit really doesn't interest me. So I guess we will do for some turret. We do have enough points left over. And the 1 point left, what to throw that into? I guess we could throw it into Grit. I mean, we could reduce cooldown by 20%. And Refire. Actually, Refire wouldn't be terrible, but, well, I really don't care too much. So, yeah, we'll just throw it into Refire. See a little bit of kind of skill management here. Let's go into a new area, just kind of demonstrate through here. So let's go to the Angelic Runes to demonstrate the Shock Trooper. Also, I think we're going to at least see some Iridians, the alien creatures of this game. So obviously a very good choice is to use the Shock Trooper, since the Shock element does more damage to these alien type creatures. Well, more damage to shields, because mainly their life comes from the shield. So let's see how effective this soldier can be. Everything's equipped Shock. So if you come up against a Shock elemented creature, you might be screwed. That's why you keep other weapons around, not just one thing. So as we advance forward, all the enemies, I think they're going to be fighting each other a little bit. Depends. So love my Destroyer, because you just push the trigger and it just spams the element. Oops, I also forgot something. We're still in the Commando setup. Let's go back to the Shock Trooper class. Well, not back to it. Let's go to it, since I didn't actually have it equipped. And there we go. That's the effect I want. More freaking shock damage. Just watch things just convulse being hit by this lightning. It's my lightning gun. And as you can see, I'm getting hurt, but the shield effect is kind of keeping me alive. Oops, I missed a lot of those shots. And, you know, you can kind of hold back up here, throw the turret. Should be able to do some good damage by itself. See what kind of damage it's doing. It's decent, but it's missing a lot. You can never trust the turret too much. Obviously, the Vicious Orion, a very, very good gun if you can bounce it, because the Vicious Orion, when you shoot around, it actually splits into 3, from what I remember. And if you can shoot the ground like right before them, it'll split into 3 right at them and destroy them completely. It's like turning your one shot into 3. So, yeah, not always the best idea to shoot directly at them, but as you can see, it still does very, very good damage to regular human enemies. Let's see if we can ricochet that one into him. And he's down. Let's go for another wave. Let's demonstrate some more carnage with this class setup. We've used 2 weapons. Let's go for the pistol. So Crimson Destroyer. Yeah, let's grab some ammo. Don't feel like regenerating any other way. So let's see. What were the weapons we showed? Okay, we did not show the shotgun yet. Alright, gun wave, come on. Where are they all going to be? Over there? Alright, so, well, the shotgun, main thing is you want some type of Hyperion shotgun with ×3 multiplier to the elemental effect, because shotguns, for some reason, tend to proc much more often than any other type of weapon, other than revolvers, which always proc, so that's always a thing you can consider, but sadly, the soldier really does not have too many skills that actually benefit pistols, other than the bullet damage and metal storm, but it actually has direct skills that do benefit shotguns and assault rifles. So if you're going to be choosing weapons, make sure you take those into consideration. So very good. You know, each pellet it's procking for good elemental damage. I think that's mainly why people recommend using this type of shotgun more often than any other type. You can see we can take that bully down as long as we get those lightning things to kind of proc on his skin. Although we were kind of unlucky because it took a few more shots than necessary. Obviously, you can see their shield pretty much goes down immediately. They really don't have any chance to kind of retaliate. Oops, guess someone caught up. My shotgun's better. So there he goes down. Let's see if we can throw the turret out. Obviously, the turret can shoot some missiles depending on if he's far enough away. So I think that's the... Okay, we still got 2 more guys. Let's finish them off from a distance. It's usually pistol, actually, since this procs every single time. I just need to get a target on them. So that guy's down. I just hit him once and just let the damage over time, or the dot effect, kind of just take over. So there we go. Savagery's pretty nice gun if you're running low on health. Kind of keep yourself alive. And since it procs every time, you're guaranteed a hit. Other guns that are quite nice, the Lightning Nemesis. I'm not too experienced using these machine pistols on other classes other than the Hunter, so you're going to have to forgive me for that, but let's equip some of these things. What other lightning weapons do I have? I guess we'll see how well the Stinger does. I'm not really expecting too much out of it. Now, actually, the Iridian rifle is not a terrible choice compared to the other... What are the words I'm trying to get out? Oh, the other weapons. I don't know why I was drawing a blank. You can see even the ammo capacity bonus for the soldier is kind of helping out. The thing I'm saying about the Iridian rifle not being terrible is because the dot effect on the Iridian rifle tends to be a lot higher than you're used to. As you see a lot of blue lightning bolts. Oops, I'm going to go down probably because I'm getting stuck on crap. Obviously, something's going to die in... okay. Let's run out of here. Switch over to a different weapon that doesn't slow us down. And just spam them. So, well, as long as your weapon has ×3 or ×4 to the lightning element, you should be pretty fine as a shock trooper. I mean, it's right in the name. You want your lightning to proc. So, yeah, that's enough demonstration. Well... maybe not. Let's play a little bit more with the shock trooper. It's just a very fun class for me, if you can't already tell. So over there, we'll just throw the turret out, just for the hell of it. Get some ammo refill without actually having to run too far. So badasses, kind of bad for me, depending on where they spawn. All right, we're okay. You can see the Iridians right here. We can take them out. Oh, okay. Nemesis not as fast as I would like it, but the Static Vengeance, much better gun in my opinion. Although not really for these guys, is it? Yeah, I'm gonna probably be going down. Let's switch over to a useful gun. Well, they're all useful, but I find other ones much more useful than this one. Let me grab my Crimson Death out, the main weapon. And we should be able to clear these guys out quite nicely. You can see their shield drops dramatically. If I can even target the right one. Alright, get over here. Just get out of my face. Actually, get in my face so I can shoot you. This is a shotgun after all. I mean, the closer they are, the better. As you can see, when you're usually taking care of the Guardians of any type of alien class, you want to go over the Arc Guardians first because they just do massive amounts of damage with their mortar fire. I'm not exactly sure what the term is for that, but it's just crazy how fast they can take down your shield and then take you down with them. So first of all, I'm gonna try to get that Principal Guardians closest down. See, as soon as their shield goes down, they pretty much are screwed. There's no other way for them to kind of retaliate. I mean, basically all they have is their shield stick to keep them alive, and this super bad should go down as soon as his shield goes down. If I was accurate enough to actually shoot him. So there you can see that mortar fire instantly took out my shield. Kind of ridiculous. But we got some shock rubberizes to kind of throw in their faces. Not terrible damage, but let's concentrate our fire. Let's go down. Okay, you can see them spazzing out because they don't know where I went. So as we're close enough, he's not going to throw mortar, so our shock rubberize is actually doing quite decent damage to them. So I think that's enough of the shock troop. Let's exit the Underdome and go to the next class. What other class? We have the Rifleman. I guess we'll go for that, which is a different variation on things. Alright, let's go reset our points. I don't think we should have changed too much, but I just like having all the points so I only have to spend it on what I need. So obviously we're not going for the scatter shot. We still will be going for Metal Storm. Obviously Assault. And the two quick charge and defense skills. And then all the way down to stat, because we need stat to stay alive. So back to this 3 combo, and alright, we should be alright. Grenadier, I mean, it's alright as a skill, but I don't really recommend it. But obviously we need the turret, since we have too much points, or too many points to actually spend all the way. And, well, we can reduce cooldown, or we can use refire. We could use both and splash into Grenadier, but let's put a 40% reduction on that, max out refire, and put the rest into Grenadier. Alright, so we seem to be okay right here. I just need to equip the right weapon. So obviously, as a Rifleman, before I forget and enter in with the wrong thing, well, you can see this one has combat rifle ammo regeneration, so that's also quite useful, but we're going for straight up damage since we can replenish most things. So right here, is that? No, we have 45 on that one. It's more damage. This one reduces combat rifle recoil, but it's very easy to already kind of compensate for any high amounts of recoil. So I'm not going to really bother with it. But we'll pull out the Glorious Massacre. The chopper, a ridiculous gun. Which one is better, though? So this one has a little higher accuracy, which, funny, believe it or not, it's not actually useful for accuracy, so we'll just go straight up for damage. And I think we are set. Our main gun can be the Ogre, but it is already a decent gun, much better on brick in my eyes. And, well, I like these. I mean, you may prefer, you know, the optical scopes, but I kind of like the iron sight kind of scope better. I don't know, it's just a visual thing. So let's go into Hellburbia and test out the assault rifles on some mofos. So there's Moxie once again. And Hellburbia is a very, very kind of close-range combat area. I think probably better to kind of have chosen the shotgun in this area, but I think we're alright right now. So as I move up here, when's the countdown going to start? So we have the chopper. The weird thing about the chopper is its massive ammo capacity. As you can see, my whole combat rifle supply is actually in one clip. I never actually have to reload, and this thing never stops firing. Very ridiculous gun. I would believe it would be stronger than the Anarchy if it wasn't for the reason of spewing out too many bullets at one time. So there we go. He's down, but look at my ammo down there. I just wasted 400 rounds in about 2 seconds. That is ridiculous and unnecessary. If you need a high capacity weapon, I would suggest the Glorious Massacre, because it is a very, very good one, also known as the Draco, with the since it wasn't actually kind of coded right. So it's just as Glorious Massacre, but if you find an assault rifle with ×4 fire on it, you just call it the, Draco. It's an SNS legendary, so treat it as a legendary weapon. So, fire good on fleshy targets. Should be able to take him out. I think the fire will do the rest of the work for me. If not, then I can just finish him up. Just barely. Alright, let's go over to the regular Glorious Massacre, which are staple gun because of the high-ass fire rate and high-ass accuracy. So let's run right up through here. And as you can see, it takes him out quite quickly. And I like the Rifleman, or kind of this type of class, mainly for the reason, which is arbitrary, but it just shoots a bunch of bullets. I mean, if you want to encompass the, motto Metal Storm as one of your skills, you want to be throwing lead everywhere you go. So this is also a very fun class. Not as fun as the Shock Trooper, just because I have a kind of bias towards any type of electrical damage or kind of shock elements. So, was this the Horde Wave? If this is the Horde Wave, they're going to get mowed down pretty quickly. So it looks like it's not. We'll be fine. Bennett Executioner. So as you can see, this is a very effective weapon in its own right, but let's go over to the Ogre. And let's spam some very, very, very powerful shots at him. There's a bully right up there, but we can leave him for, as the next target. We just want to get up here, finish off the fuming midget, finish him off, reload our gun, head right around here and destroy the bully. Or destroy two bullies, as they're right next to each other. So, obviously go for the head. You get critical hits, and any explosive rounds done by the Ogre are going to be like, quad damage. Just amazing. See, 943 for each bullet. That is just insane. And as you can see with the Metal Storm proc, it's just ridiculous how fast you can just spam explosive rounds at them instead of just regular bullet. You can throw little grenades at them. That's basically what I kind of put it down to. It's basically a grenade thrower, right? So, what other ones do we have? We have the Crimson Destroyer. Obviously, you know that's good. If you're running low on ammo, Deathly Guardian or any type of Guardian prefix on an assault rifle. It says Hold Your Ground Forever, which slowly regens health, but not too useful. And we have the Glorious Serpens. What should we... Oh, yeah, the Chopper. We're not going to be using the Chopper. It's just ridiculous. So this is our main acid weapon for the soldier. This is to take out any armored foes, mainly the Crimson Lance. And anyone that the acid one can't take care of, like the acid elemented Crimson Lance, you can just switch over to the fire one and take them out that way. So we actually do not have to switch our skill points around to actually go to another class, which is Support Gunner. Now the main thing about the Support Gunner is this is mainly for team play. As you can see right down there, it says 24 to team ammo regeneration, so that's very, very fast. No one should run out of ammo unless everyone's a soldier running choppers. And even with I think 4 Support Gunner class mods, I don't think you'll be able to even keep that chopper supplied with ammo, as the team mag size is already ridiculous. So this is a very useful class. I mean, it already gives good things to like impact and barrages for the turret and stockpile too. So impact is your kind of extra damage for yourself. So you're not going to be totally gimped, but with the rest of supplying everybody else, you should be able to keep a quite balanced team, and they shouldn't have to worry about having to put a class mod on with ammo regen, since you've got it taken care of, so they can just dish out the damage. So if you want to take all the glory for yourself, then I don't suggest Support Gunner, because you're not a team player anyways, right? You want the glory. So let's move on to Heavy Gunner. This one is ridiculous. As you can see, plus 80% weapon magazine size. It's got impact, it's got overload, it's got Metal Storm, and it's already boosting more fire rate. This is not just one of the Heavy Gunner class mods. There's actually a different one with a different prefix. As you can see, I chose the fire rate because I just love hearing that gun just churn out bullets. But you can also have a different one that actually just adds to damage. I believe it's damage. But I like this one because I can churn out even more freaking rounds. So let's see if we can proc Metal Storm and see how fast this thing blasts things. Alright, Horde mode, even better! Alright, first one down, reload quickly, and watch how fast this thing just sprays them down. I just love it. I just love the sound of that thing. And this thing, look at that. Look at that sound, or just listen to that. That is amazing. I just love the the sound of this thing. Although, as you can see, we are not regenning ammo, so you got to be always wary of you know, how much ammo you have. Always going for the ammo vendors to resupply at all times, or just switch over to the support gunner for a little bit till you're back up to full again. And with that, well, with these things, I think we should be able to resupply. Oh man, wow! I did spray too many bullets, didn't I? But if you use the Draco with the heavy gunner setup this way, you can actually pretty much just turn it into a flamethrower. I mean, the bullets are, you know, this, it's basically a stream of bullets. I mean, it turns into a flamethrower. That's all I have to say about it. And what other things do we have? I've shown you the Rifleman, the Tormentor. That's a Siren class. I don't know why I have that on here. The Tactician, also another good team one, but the shield recharge rate and the team health regeneration not as useful as the ammo regeneration. Leader one increases experience and team recharge delay. I haven't really used the class mod because I just don't find it as useful as Support Gunner. Support Gunner just outshines any other team class mod that the soldier possesses. So I think there's only one more. I don't know where the class mod is actually. I might not have gotten one, but if you have the Secret Armory of General Knox and you can score yourself a nice Marine class mod, that is your explosives expert, and he's going to be dealing with rocket launchers. So the best one for the job is obviously the Pearlescent Steel Undertaker, which is a redemption but on crack. And you can just basically just spray these rounds, especially when you have Metal Storm procced. So definitely a decent kind of class, but this will be your main damage, and make sure you carry at least 3 elements, as in the acid, fire, and lightning rocket launchers, so that way you have a way to deal with each thing as it comes along. But mainly for everyday use, you're just kind of using this. I mean, looks like Skag. I mean, it's just decent damage, but if you want my opinion, rocket launchers just don't perform the way they were meant to. Just mainly because the things like the surrounding and the kind of terrain, it's very weird how rocket explosive damage works. Like right there, I hit right next to him, but it did not take any damage because, well, for some reason, sometimes the rockets don't register the hits. I mean, different level terrains will also mess with that, and just bad terrain design, I suppose. But it's still a very fun game. So that is it. That is all I have to say about the Borderlands Soldier. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully that helps you choose what kind of soldier you want to be playing as. And yeah, so until next time, I will see you all later. Peace.